Hello there everyone, and welcome to another episode of Alex Kidd in the Enchanted Castle. In the last one, we made our way as the titular Alex Kidd to the planet of Pootaroh, where all of the inhabitants love playing rock, paper, scissors to go and find our long-lost missing father, King Thor. In the last episode, we started in the town called Rookie Town. We went through a prairie, we went through a ocean, we went through a desert to go face the first of the main villain of the game, the ruler of Pootaroh, Ashra. We went and fought his first lieutenant, the slightly outdated, almost certainly very racist stereotype, Tanya, in the desert oasis. Oh, there's a pyramid, but she called herself Queen of the Oasis. In this stage, we take on He-Ho Forest, filled with people dressed as Jason Voorhees, I think is that guy? I think that's Jason Voorhees. I don't watch many horror movies, so I can't say for sure. It's also filled with these monkeys. The game calls them mandros. Sorry, they call them baboons, I think. I always get baboons and mandros mixed up for some reason. Point is, there are a lot of enemies, and this section in particular of the level is particularly dangerous just because, look how much there is on screen at once. It's a nightmare. You got serial killers, you got monkeys, and you got these bees flying around. It's just a mess. Something about the level causes that area to get a bit inconsistent with what enemies it spawns, so it's really just a case of taking this route that avoids some enemies and just going there and hoping for the best in terms of what the spawn pattern is that time round. It's not a very consistent strategy, but it's a strategy that works. It's the best strategy that works. It's perhaps the only strategy that works because this level is a bit of a nightmare. But now we're down here, we knock this tree forward, we let this guy break through those logs and then hit him with the second one. We jump over, we hope there's only one monkey. Yep. And there's no serial killer this time, see? I'm not sure what the spawning pattern's like, but I think it's something to do with if there's more bees, then there's less of the other enemies, which is good for us because the bees are far and away the easiest to avoid. We grab that second necklace, which lets us see what the opponent is thinking when we go to play rock, paper, scissors. We already had one, but it's good to have another one. There's more bosses after this stage as well. And of course we're still grabbing money, because if we run out of lives, we need to have over 1,000 coins to go and have our continue. Now we have passed the checkpoint in the level, which means that if we do fail from this point on, we aren't forced to start again. Now this monkey is luckily quite easy to deal with because this log just so happens to be the one place in the game you can really trust Alex Kidd's punts to actually hit an enemy. By having that little barrier in the way, which means they can't do it immediately, it's finally some sort of guarantee that they're not just going to walk into us while we do the punts. We then time our drop kick to hit the log into that guy. Well, that's annoying. Oh, this is very nerve-wracking. Oh, thank goodness that happened. Again, you can't trust any of your actual attacks to deal with it. This is a stage where you really need to be using the environment to your advantage. Hitting logs into enemies and all the rest of that. But we are nearly at the end now. We just need to take a big running jump to get over the serial killer. We run underneath the monkey. We let the bee walk the other way. And before we continue, we're going to go and equip our necklace because we are just about to go get to the boss. Walk down here, and there they are. It's a bear, but I'll be honest, it looks more like a raccoon or a tanuki in my eyes. But who am I to say? The guide that I read in preparation for this says that this is supposed to be an easier boss fight than the last one, but it's rock, paper, scissors, so I don't exactly know how you're supposed to quantify easier. But, because we got the necklace, we can guarantee a win because we know what they're thinking of. I think in practice, he always did use paper, so scissors was always the right choice. So I think enemies in rock, paper, scissors matches, I think they do have consistent patterns with what they choose. So if you can figure that out in testing, like I did here, I think you can actually force your way through what is supposed to be a game of luck. But anyway, with that, we defeat the second of the big bullies, as the bosses in this game are called. And in the next episode, we're going to take on the first Rocky Mountain level. Oh, sorry, no. Tropics Town, and then the first Rocky Mountain level, which is the first stage to have, which is the next stage to have a big bully at the end of it. But anyway, that's it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you all for watching. Tune in next time for more Alex Kidd, but for now, adios and ciao.